The American empire must fall. Dearborn Muslims feel unsafe as radical Islamists call for violence. Okay, this is Patrick Bet David. He's fucking awesome. He's absolutely based. I don't remember where exactly he's from, but he's an immigrant to this country, and he is not one of the immigrants that seems to think that he's oppressed somehow. He came here and said, "Okay, America offers me a better chance at life, and I'm going to do my best." And he did his best, and now he's a multimillionaire. So that's pretty cool. But let's check out what he has to say about Dearborn, huh?
I don't feel safe anymore. Not me, folks. This is a story. Dearborn's Arab Americans on rising Islamophobia. Rob, if you want to pull this up on how they're feeling about what's happening in some places like Dearborn.
It's not Islamophobic. Listen, as humans, we recognize patterns. And the pattern at this point is if you wear a towel on your head, about 50% of the time, there's also a bomb under your jacket.
I think
That's just the pattern that we're recognizing. Don't shoot the messenger.
this is on page 13, Rob. If you have a video, I don't think you have a video on it. No, you don't. Okay. So Amirah Shahran recalls it being a regular fall afternoon, October 2024. The Yemeni American who had been living in Dearborn and Detroit area for 4 years was preparing dinner while her mother took Amirah's 7-year-old daughter, Saida, to a nearby playground to play with her friends. But when the door of the home slammed open a little after 3 p.m., everything changed. Saida rushed in, holding a napkin against her neck. When Amida moved it away, she saw a long, deep cut across her daughter's neck. A man had approached her on the playground, grabbed her head, and slit her throat. What? With a knife. My mind flipped. I didn't know where I was. I mean, because my son was screaming, "Don't die, don't die." I didn't even know how to dial 911. Accused 73-year-old Gary Lansky, who lives near the park, was caught shortly afterwards, and in January was found competent on child assault with intent to murder.
Yeah, fuck this guy. Like this is an absolute tragedy, and I'm so sorry that this is terrible. This was posted like 2 days ago, so this is awful. But yeah, this is what happens when 50% of the society or more is now Muslim. They walk around and they are bringing their culture, and in their culture, they can just walk around and fucking kill people, I guess. Because look, I bet you, I haven't watched this before. You guys know I don't watch these videos prior because I want my reaction to be genuine. Right now, I am actually pissed off. This is not me playing some sort of character. This is not me watching this video and going, okay, this is the part where I need to be upset. No, I'm really fucking angry about this. Violence against children boils my blood. And I think that this guy deserves much worse than jail. Much worse.
Another charges for a mom to see her daughter's throat.
If I'm this person's dad, it's over for that other guy. I will tear you apart.
Open. It was terrifying. Says Amir, he's a 73-year-old. How could he do that to a little child? Saida received 20 stitches and is scared.
Oh, thankfully she survived, man. Oh my God. He still deserves to die, like in the worst possible way. Put him right in the wood chipper with the rest of them. Fuck it.
Mentally and physically, most of her not.
Again, not religious, but even Jesus is violently on my side with this.
So, Tom, this story is about the levels of crime that is happening in Dearborn. Is that what she's talking about?
Yeah, specifically the Islamic.
The levels of crime went up in direct proportion to the amount of Muslims in the city.
Phobic attacks that are occurring in the area.
Which means what, Rob? Like they're attacking
people, Muslims specifically, for their faith.
Yeah, if it was a Muslim child that got attacked, fuck him. I don't care. Doesn't matter.
In Dearborn.
I still want the guy to be thrown in the wood chipper with the pedophiles. Fuck him. Don't care. It does not matter to me what religion the child was. Protect the children at all costs.
How much, what are the numbers that you see with that? So let's see that one right there, Rob. The Islamophobic, that paragraph you had, attacks across the U.S. have risen presently in 2 years since Hamas's attack on Israel, which killed about 200, and the soon destruction of Israel and Gaza, more than 67,000 people. Last year, Council of America.
I wonder if it is actually Islamophobic attacks, though, like people getting attacked because they're Islam, like because they hate the fact that they're Islamic, or because they're Muslim in some way. I wonder how much of it is that, and how much of it is just somebody that's Muslim is now the victim of some sort of crime or attack because there's more of them there now, and so they just immediately classify it as Islamophobia or like an Islamic attack. when in reality it's just like a typical everyday mugging, which is still bad, but it's not. It shouldn't be classified as an Islamophobic attack if that's the case. I'm not saying that it is, but if that's the case.
Americans recorded 8,658 complaints. Report of anti-Semitism have also searched and recently report released
I don't trust the complaints. Fuck that shit.
on Sunday found that more than half
Not anymore.
of American Jews say that they have faced anti-Semitism in the past year. Data's difficult. So wait, are they saying that they're being targeted?
Yeah, that's the point that I'm trying to figure out. Is this lady saying that her kid was stabbed in the neck by this guy because he wanted to go after them because they were Muslim? Like how do you even, did he scream something like go back to your country?
So first of all, it is horrible. Go ahead, Rob.
Down a little bit further, it starts to point out last month a mosque in a neighboring Dearborn Heights neighborhood received a call from a Texas man threatening to burn down Dearborn and its mosques. On September 23rd, a Virginia man was arraigned in court on terrorism charges for threatening on YouTube to attack a mosque in Dearborn. And then there was an incident in August in which a man was arrested for writing on social media that he wanted to see marchers at a Muslim religious event taking place in Dearborn be shot.
Hey,
They're
I think
saying
we
they're
actually.
no longer feeling safe in Dearborn.
I think I pulled up that article a few minutes ago, actually. Me and PBD think alike. I'm not nearly as successful as him, but, whatever. He's got that tan skin privilege.
Born because of instances like this.
There's two sides to this. The first side is very, very clear. This little girl, regardless of her background,
Denomination.
Yep,
Nobody
it's
cares.
cut.
Nobody wants to see that happen.
no, this is horrible. Set that there. Now then, was it pure Islam? Was it an older gentleman who didn't like Arabs or Muslims, assumed she was Muslim, and then went to do this?
Dude, that's what I was talking about, though. Like, it does not matter to me at all. Anything, no details about the child matter other than it is a child. Period.
If that's what
Black, white, brown, protect the children. Period.
happens, then that guy goes to
Rob,
prison.
what's the investigation say about this? Do you have data on?
I'm taking a look right now into Gary Lansky. He's a 73-year-old suspect.
I didn't see a conclusive thing.
Yeah,
or
like
that
that's
he had
like
confessed
exactly.
or anything was
Why would
sorted out.
Guardian write an article like this? If there is, let's know about it. So, was charged with assault, intent, murder, and some different connections, alleged knife from a 7-year-old. Why though?
But if it was a hate crime, there would be hate crime charges
Thank
if
you.
they were
No,
targeting them
exactly right.
specifically due to their religion.
It sounds like, Rob, like they're assuming because they're of the Muslim faith. I don't know, was she wearing a hijab and stuff like that? That's a weak story.
And by the way, CAIR, CAIR, you can go.
Dude, these are the fucking Democrats are going to tell you that cities like this are totally safe, and they're going to post they're going to put posts on X with some photo taken of the only street corner that isn't currently on fire. And they're going to go, oh, look at all the violence here.
Go look them up. They have been
Fucking idiots.
allegedly manipulating statistics about problems happening in their community. And there have been news outlets that have said, hey, are we sure these numbers are right?
You see
These are all allegations against each other, but you can't just take, in this case, don't take CAIR's word for it. Oh, there's been 8,678, Islamophobia threats.
Words talk, numbers scream. That's what his mug says. I like that. Facts matter, boys.
Against our people. Hang on. You gotta be careful with that
Do
sort.
you see that? You see, so he was not officially charged, Gary Lansky, and then look at the second sentence. The victim's family, community groups, civil rights organizations have called for hate crime charges, arguing the attack might have.
Okay, so it's just a rat bastard that attacked a child. But like I said, yeah, shouldn't be classified as Islamophobic. It's just that they want it to be for some reason. Still horrible, but not Islamophobic. People in America don't actually hate Muslims. It's Muslims that hate Americans, and they're trying to flip that narrative, and it's not working.
Have been motivated. How about just crazy? Maybe the guy was just.
They call the country of America the Great Satan. That is their name for the country of America. I don't know why necessarily, because I haven't looked into it all that much, but that is what they call the greatest nation on the face of this planet. The Great Satan.
Crazy to go stab a freaking child. There's something wrong with you. I'd see that's weak reporting. Might have been. That's like.
And the Guardian found 3 instances widely spaced.
Guy,
They are
this is-
desperately trying to paint America
As
as
racist.
just laying in the weeds, ready to attack poor little Dearborn. And they're not even talking about.
This is what I just
You
said,
can go
man.
look up Dearborn and go look up radical clerics, and clerics are saying horrible things, and they're all turning an eye the other way. And the police for 2 weeks had Muslim language on the badge for the police. They since pulled that off, as I understand it. But come on, guys. This is, and I'm speaking to the
Adam, your
Guardian.
thoughts on
This
this?
is so one-sided here.
It's weak.
None of this makes sense. I'll give you a quick breakdown. This
No, it's
whole
both
story,
sides.
this,
It's
whoever
both
wrote this article, The Guardian,
sides.
deserves Donald Trump to just show up and be like, "You're fired. You're fake news." This whole story doesn't add up. You're telling me this. Some old white guy shows up in a Muslim majority city, Dearborn, and just is going out to do hate crimes because he's Islamophobic. How about just the very basics? Some old weird scumbag came in and tried to kidnap a kid or cut the kid's throat.
Maybe a crazy pedo.
Whatever it is. This is the equivalent
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Throw them in the wood chipper, the rest of them. Fuck it. I swear to God, I did not watch this prior. They're making all the same points that I am, man. Well, you know what they say about the correct take on things. Oftentimes, a lot of people will have it.
of saying, yeah, you
The correct opinion is usually held by many people.
know, Compton, it's mostly black. Yeah, white
Definitely join me for the correct opinion about all things.
racists are rolling up on Compton and trying to eliminate kids. That doesn't happen. White racists are rolling into Dearborn and in a Muslim area trying to threaten people. That's just not a thing. It's like, you ever see the Dave Chappelle skit when he reenacted the Jussie Smollett detective
Yeah, of course.
asking? So he's like, all right, so what do we got here? So you went for a walk at
Dude, I've
4
seen
a.m.
this.
in
This is so funny.
February. It's minus 10 degrees. Got it.
Yeah.
Because you're hungry. Got it.
A lot of snow.
And-
White
yeah.
snow. That was
And-
white snow.
Tom,
It was that
and
dangerous
then
white
you
snow.
Got, so
God.
two guys approach you with MAGA hats in Chicago at 4 a.m. Yeah, this whole story doesn't add up. And it turned out to be a farce.
He said you lie.
Sometimes stories are just clickbaity headlines with no sub.
They are, man, like for real. And so the difference between the left in America and the right in America right now is the fact that the people on the left in America, they read the headline and they don't actually click the article and read through it. Because most times the headline, or at least right now in most media sources, the headline will wildly misrepresent what's actually reflected in the article because they're not allowed to lie in the article about things. But they can really wildly misrepresent what's going on, right? And it's the same thing that like YouTubers do it a lot too. It's this clickbaity type thing, something that gets you to go, "What the hell?" just so you can click on it because that's how they get paid. But I think it should be illegal for these large media organizations that are actually like, as soon as you get to 1 million followers, 1 million subscribers, 1 million regular viewers, whatever. As soon as you get to 1 million, I think you should be charged for misrepresenting the content that is in the actual video. Definitely come up with a interesting name. Definitely come up with a entertaining type headline. But don't make it seem like it says something that it doesn't. Like right here, American Empire must fall is what he said, and so he's making it seem like that's what they're doing. That's not necessarily what they're doing. He is talking about them wanting the downfall of America to some degree. But it's this clickbaity thing that I don't think is necessarily something that should be allowed for larger things, like I said. But that's the major difference. The major difference is that people will read the clickbaity headline of the article and then just take that at face value, and they won't actually read into the in the article. The right will read into the article, and that's why we have such differing opinions on the same topic. Because the right looked into it and said, "Oh, this is what actually happened after the initial confusion and after the investigation. This is what happened," right? The left will read the article, not give a crap about any of the resending that these companies do on the articles. They won't care about any of the corrections that they might make. Whatever they read first, that's what they accept as fact. Okay. The difference between the right and the left is one single step. That's it. The right takes that one extra step, and that's all. That's the difference.
Substance, and they're trying to tie Islamophobia to this guy, whatever he did. Now, I'm not denying that Islamophobia exists, anti-Semitism exists. This seems like complete.
No,
fake
but
news.
you know what? You know
Clickbait from the Guardian.
Yeah, but you know,
How odd.
Do you know what the actual attitudes from people that live in
It's all clickbait, man. All of it.
Dearborn and stuff are? Rob, is this the one where they're saying?
Okay, so this is what people in Dearborn are saying. What are they saying? Tell me, sir. Tell me, angry patriot. What are the citizens in Dearborn saying about Dearborn?
America must fall. Is this the clip? Have these?
Yes.
Remember this one? The guy just for
Oh, I might have spoke too soon. They might actually have American Empire Must Fall. I'm sorry, PBD.
people
I'm sorry.
that are trying to figure out Dearborn. If you've been off the radar, go ahead, play this clip.
Victory. We haven't done anywhere near enough.
Boom.
And the people here, I promise you, we do feel.
Okay, what is this? Is this like an Islamic TV station? What the fuck, man? You're in America. What the hell is happening?
Feel ashamed. We do feel like we're not doing enough. We do feel like change needs to come because change must come. And in the form that it must come is that this
See, she's not speaking because she's not allowed to.
empire, the American empire that's been hurting our people since the beginning.
waiting for
the
permission.
imperial Western powers that have been hurting our people since the beginning.
Says the guy that lives in an imperial Western power and drives a Honda.
They must fall. And
So
inshallah,
America,
inshallah, they will fall. And my
Rob, and then the
message
next
to the
clip
people
had
of
this. So
Gaza-
that's
Since the beginning,
people in Dearborn
America
want
existed
America to
during the-
fall. So
Yep, deport them all. Fuck them. Fuck them.
some crazy guy stabbed the kid, and I hope the kid's okay.
I didn't know America had been around for 2,000 years.
Yeah, weird. And then this guy, look,
Since the beginning.
this is in Dearborn saying "Death to America." Could you play this one, Rob?
We've been asked in the past,
Oh, dude, I'm going to cover this guy in a
Michigan
minute.
activist.
why
Yeah.
are our protests on the International Day of Quds, why are they so anti-America? Why don't we
This guy calls for a second October 7th. October 7th, 2023 is a time that is fucking terrible for Israel because a bunch of people from Hamas broke through some fences and went into like suburban areas at the early hours of the morning and slaughtered like 1,200 fucking civilians in their bed. Okay, they went in and they murdered people in their bedrooms just because they hate Israel. That is it. That is the reason. They killed a lot of people. And this guy wants a second October 7th. Okay, because it's a holiday for these radicalist terrorist bastards.
just focus more on Israel and not talk so much about America?
Yeah, we need to focus more on Israel, the small Satan.
Gaza has shown the entire world why these protests are so
You hear that? He said, Gaza! Gaza! These people all talk like they have phlegm in their mouth. They're all sucking each other's dick so often that it's hard for them to clear their throat before they start talking. So they have to talk like that whenever they say the word G.
anti-America. Because it's the United States government that provides the
how
funds
long is it,
for
Chris?
all of the atrocities that we just
they
heard
start
about.
chanting. Oh, you can
And this is why Imam
pause it,
Khomeini,
Rob,
who
'cause I-
declared
Imam
in this
Khomeini,
video,
he's giving a shout out to
well, no, yeah,
Khomeini?
listen to this. This is in Dearborn. Go ahead, Rob.
America.
That's in
Death to America. Death to America. They are screaming it in Dearborn, Michigan. Michigan is a state in the United States of America. They are screaming death to America. They want to globalize the Intifada, which means kill all Jews. They want a second October 7th, which means kill 1,200 people in their beds in suburban areas in the wee hours of the morning. Okay? This is a real domestic terrorist problem. Trump needs to start arresting these people. I don't care what the headlines are going to say about him. They're going to say bad things, and I don't think he gives a fuck either. This needs to be dealt with. This needs to be stopped. Free speech has gone too far.
in Michigan. Death to America. But my point is,
Yeah, you're not allowed to incite violence, okay? You can say pretty much whatever you want to. It's when it starts to incite violence that it becomes a problem, and that's what these people are doing.
you're
These people
trying to,
not arrested
and you're
on
trying.
domestic terrorists.
Also, where is your dress, sir?
But you can pause it up. And so for them to report a story of a poor kid getting stabbed and saying it might be is a BS
This is the
lazy
one
story.
part. This is the one part that we have a leak in the Constitution that if there's going to be anything that takes this great country down,
Yep.
it'll be this. Play this clip, Rob. This is New York
Yep.
City, by the way. Go ahead.
Love anime. I was going to show you guys something like this in a minute. I have something on my X profile that I can show you. But this is in Times Square. So this is in New York. They were doing a whole pro-Palestinian, anti-ICE type protest, and they actually had big-ass signs that said "Globalize the Intifada." Now, Intifada is an Islamic word that means like great uprising or something like that. There have been 2 that happened in the past, both of which are accompanied by a mass slaughter of fucking Jews in the region over there. So they want to globalize the Intifada, meaning kill all Jews across the country. Okay, have we cleared that up? Good. I'm glad we cleared that up.
Okay. All right. So you can pause
They're a very musical people, right, Hassan?
it right there. Now go do this in Yemen. Go do this in Jordan. Go do this in Iran. Go do this in. Bring thousands of Christians outside and pray and see what happens. Go ahead and do that. See what takes
No,
place. There.
they can't do that. They'll fucking be killed. Oh man, no, we are way too tolerant in this country. The people that are in charge are far more tolerant than I am. I would not allow this crap to happen.
Good luck.
So this is the part where in America, if there is a thing long term that destroys America from within,
It's
it'd be
this.
because of this and Christians being too tolerant of this becoming a norm. Very simple. And I know it's not the popular thing to say. I've been saying it more
it's the
than ever
truth.
before.
No, it's totally popular. Yeah, fuck yeah, absolutely. We listen. They want to kill us. They state it. Look it up. Pull up Antifa's webpage and look at it. Pull up Hamas and Hezbollah's X account because they have one. Okay, pull that shit up. They say they want the downfall of Western civilization. They are taking over our cities. They're blasting their calls to prayer at 5 a.m. They are telling you that if you are not Muslim and you don't like what Muslim people are doing, then you are not welcome in the city because you're Islamophobic. They're telling you that you do not get a say because you are some sort of colonizing, terrible person. Meanwhile, they're calling for the death of America. Okay? They are calling for the literal death of America. They are calling for the destruction of, like I said, the Great Satan, which is their name for the United States.
It's the truth.
I'm just saying it's.
You know what I'm.
I am of the opinion that if someone is trying to kill you, you kill them first. Second Amendment, baby. The problem right now is the First Amendment. We're going to bring in that second one to check it. Just saying.
You know what I'm really curious about? Let's say this peace deal in the Middle East actually holds. Let's just say there's peace in the Middle East. What happens to all these people? What are all these protesters? What do they all do?
Oh, they're going to go to England.
Because let me make a prediction. The same people that are doing the Free Palestine, the Gays for Gaza stuff, they were the same people doing the BLM stuff. They're the same people
Yeah, no, they're all paid they're like paid protesters. They get paid for this shit.
doing the trans stuff. They were the same people doing the Me
Yeah.
Too movement. That whole collection of progressives. Right now, Trump's president. We're done with DEI. The trans stuff is done. Let's say there's peace in the middle.
Hell yeah, we are. Pete Hegseth said that shit too. He called like all the generals from everywhere together. I got them all in one base and said, "Okay, listen, this whole diversity bullshit ends now." The Trump administration is so based. I love it.
What do all these people do?
Well, Gays for Gaza are going to go
Meaning,
to
like,
Gaza.
what are they going to focus?
Oh no, they don't have actual skills in society. I don't think you understand. That's why we need to deport them. They offer no value.
On at that point?
Well, gays are going to go
because
party
they
in
need
Gaza.
to feel the oppressor,
Oh, yeah, how'd that go?
oppressed dichotomy. What's next?
Let me
Like, this is something that we're going to find out in
let me
2026.
get, you
Well, see, so the left is currently eating itself right now. That there are factions splintering off within the Democratic Party that don't like each other anymore.
know whose birthday's on October 14th? The great Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
Damn
this
right.
morning, you know what I was doing this morning? I was watching a podcast that we did with Charlie. And as I was watching it, I was telling myself, I so miss talking to this guy. And I was
Yeah, he was the moderate for sure.
like hoping for another
He
conversation
was the one
with
that
this
wanted
guy,
to
but he's no
negotiate.
longer
We don't
with
want.
us.
I don't want to
So,
negotiate.
This is what we're doing today. We did it last month, and we're going to announce it again when all the sales that happen. Anything you buy, we have new shirts here, okay? That's Charlie Kirk that says live free, freedom, live free. Any of these shirts with Charlie Kirk's face on it, 100%, not profit,
Okay, yeah. Definitely do that. Definitely go get a shirt from his things. Yada, blah, blah, blah. Okay, it's Patrick Bet David's podcast. If it's in a video, I'll link it. Anyway, so there's that. So Dearborn is fucked. I've said this on X. If you guys follow me, you understand this. But Dearborn has fallen. Man, Canada is falling. LA has fallen. Okay, we need to start sending people in to take care of this crap. We need to send in the cleanup crew, if you get what I'm saying. And it's not like the local police force is going to help you. I mean, here's the Dearborn police chief, okay? We just covered with a problem with Dearborn. Here's the police chief.
I'm Christina
from
O'Malley,
Dearborn.
Dallas, and here are
By the way, he's Muslim.
your top stories.
This is Christina Aguayo, something like that. Anyway, so she's talking about the Dearborn police chief, and let's see what he has to say.
The police chief in Michigan started speaking in Arabic while bragging about replacing the police force.
Why? If not to pander, why? I very seriously doubt that Arabic is his first language. If not to pander, for political reasons, why do your speech in English? Or why do your speech in fucking Arabic?
With Muslims saying Hamdulillah, Hamdulillah, which means all praise.
President Trump made
to
English
Allah.
the national
Dearborn's
language.
top law enforcement official highlighting how the police force went from 3% Arabs to now 45% Arab Muslims. Issa Shaheen was appointed to the position by Mayor Abdullah Hamad in December of 2021 and was speaking at an event focused on community diversity. He started his remarks with the Arabic phrase,
diversity is our greatest strength, as LA taught us. We need to have a more diverse emergency response force. We don't need water and fire hydrants or police arresting criminals. We just need diversity, damn it. Give it a try.
Highlighted the growing Arab
Communism just hasn't been done right.
Muslim police force. He described the change as a deliberate effort to mirror the community, noting that Dearborn's population has become a majority Arab, with over 55% of residents identifying as Middle Eastern or North African in the...
Take that shit off. What are you doing? You're in a uniform. You don't have to wait. Oh my God.
2023 U.S. Census. In his words, the shift represents progress towards inclusivity. Dearborn is known as the Arab capital of America. It was once a hub for Ford Motor Company workers and a symbol of Midwestern industry. However, the city has seen waves.
However, it's been taken over by radical Islamist terrorist bastards that are trying to foment the downfall of Western civilization. And Dearborn is paying the price for it.
Waves of immigration from Lebanon, Yemen,
Mark my words, this is not going to turn out better for Dearborn.
Iraq, and other Muslim-majority nations in recent years. While early arrivals included Christian Arabs drawn to auto jobs, recent influxes are a Muslim majority who have initiated a call to prayer broadcast publicly 5 times a day. That's what you need to know. In Dallas, Christina O'Malley.
Yeah. Okay, so like I said, the local police force is not going to be doing anything. The politicians in these areas are actively encouraging more of it. And the Democratic Party is the one that is encouraging all of this behavior. Thankfully, we have people that are within the... Or here's the video I wanted to show you guys. This is New York City. This is that Times Square protest they were talking about. From Gaza to Jenin, revolution until victory. Revolution until victory. I don't know what this says, this backward ass fucking writing. But revolution until victory is what the American says on it. If I must die, you must live to tell my story. Yeah, right. Okay, this is what gives them the fucking... Oh my God, dude. The thing about being a martyr is that if you kill yourself, you're not a martyr. Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? There's that black sign right in the front that says Globalize the Intifada. Boom. Globalize the Intifada. Within our lifetime. Globalize the... Kill all Jews within our lifetime. They're calling for this in the streets of New York City. Do you see the shit that we are dealing with? It is an actual terrorist insurrection. We are allowing these people onto our streets to do this bullshit. Thankfully, there are people fighting against it. Okay, this is... I don't know. Coach Tommy Tuberville posted this on X. He said, the radical Islamist countries, it is considered normal for men to marry 6-year-old girls. Yes, that is absolutely true. I believe the youngest bride is like fucking 7 years old or some shit right now. Pedophilia is rampant, and women are lucky if they are allowed to drive. Yes, that's also fair. Where's the outrage from the feminists? Well, currently they're eating themselves right now because the feminists are the ones that fomented all this bullshit. They fomented the trans movement, which then led to the Islamic terrorist movement. And now they have gays for Gaza, not realizing that if you were a gay person and you were to go to Gaza, they would kill you in the street.
Islamic extremism is about the inhumane and disgusting ways that they treat women.
Yeah.
In Muslim countries that follow Sharia law, it is considered normal.
There are videos all over social media where these grown-ass men are marrying fucking little girls.
For women to be trafficked.
Yeah, like in England, which does have a huge like Muslim immigration problem right now. But in England, there are whole like roving rape gangs where there's like a group of people that are immigrants that are absolutely not legal. They're fucking illegal immigrants in the country that roam around raping random women. Like it's a whole thing over there.
And forced to marry as young.
This is the culture they're importing. Okay, this is the culture we're allowing them to integrate in our society. This is not something that we should put up with.
As age of 6, pedophilia is rampant, and women are lucky if they are allowed to drive. I'm old enough to remember when Democrats championed the Me Too movement, which was self-described as a global survival-led movement
to believe all women, whether they have proof or not,
in sexual violence. But these same Democrats who championed the Me Too movement have been radio silent when it comes to the way women are regularly treated in.
Well, to be fair, if they speak out against the Muslim religion, they'll get killed. So they're pretty hardcore that way, and we must answer in kind.
Countries that practice radical Islam. I have yet.
Obviously, I don't think people should go out and kill them, but if they are trying to kill you, definitely kill them first.
To hear my Democrat colleagues who are siding with Hamas talk about the brutal ways Hamas has abused the women they have held hostage since October the 7th. Nor have I heard Democrats who claim to be feminists talk about the fact that some Muslims, countries that practice Sharia law, require women to be completely covered.
It's because it's just a grift.
These women, they're not allowed to get an education, work a job, or in some cases even leave home.
It's because it's just a political grift.
Gyms,
they don't care.
Parks and beauty salons. They're forbidden from traveling without a male relative and are forced to wear certain clothing that covers everything but its eyes. But meanwhile, the men in these countries are allowed to abuse women, have sex with children, or have multiple wives. No problem.
Not a problem. Well, I mean,
everyone, but especially feminists,
if you're a baller,
outraged about this horrible abuse of women.
Yeah, no, it's fucking terrible. We absolutely should ban Sharia law. It's fucking crazy. They're calling for the implementation of Sharia law into certain like local districts, like specifically in Dearborn, for example. They want to implement like certain parts of it. I don't think we should. Fuck them. Ban it entirely in this country. Their culture does not mesh well with Western society, and we should not allow it to continue to try and do so. Absolutely. Follow me on X at real_Sestel. Subscribe to me on YouTube. Follow me on Rumble if you don't like YouTube. Absolutely follow me here on Kick too, and join the community. Okay, I'm right about everything. Just trust me. Okay, trust me. In the very same way that you don't trust the government, trust me. Okay, put all of that trust you're not giving the government, give that to me. I will take it. Okay, thanks guys. Bye.